you so much for joining us on the program. Now, you fled to London and you were granted asylum there. And there is a visa program dedicated to help Hong Kongers there. But as we just mentioned, there's an age limit so far. And 10 people, protesters and activists that we know of who can't seek asylum in the UK because they're too young. What are your thoughts on that, and what message do you want to send to the UK government, given that you've been in their situation yourself?
Yeah, I think that's really grateful for about 20 MPs proposed this amendment in the House of Commons. I think it's sending a very encouraging message to Hong Kong people because my identity would be a bit special because meanwhile, I'm a BNO passport holder, but I'm also granted as a refugee in the UK because when I apply the asylum, that time is even before the BNO visa policy has been officially launched. And because I experienced that ordeal, I understand that now in average, quite many others young people seeking asylum in the UK, they need to wait more than a year. And also they would face a great sense of uncertainty. So it's really important because when we see what happened in Afghanistan, that's the UK Home Office, because they previously engaged these kind of the conflicts and the war, they think that they have responsibility to help those people in Afghanistan. They set up a specific scheme for Afghanistan people to resettle in here. And in terms of Hong Kong, that has a BNO visa policy.
Right.
However, the BNO visa policy only serve those people about 25 years old, those people born after 1997. But when we see the data, a lot of younger people, they were on the front line of the protest for democracy. And we see those people, the absolute majority of the people have been arrested and detained and now being trialed,
Right.
are under 25 years old.
Right.
So we understand that the scheme should focus on those people desperately need help.
Right. And you said that there's an average of a 1 year waiting time span of when they can actually resettle in London after they've sought for asylum there. Just walk us through what these activists go through within that time span, within the time from the moment they're arrested until they go to their hearing, and then after their hearing till they're able to seek asylum somewhere else and resettle there. What do they go through?
Well, verbal commitment would be half a year, but because there's lots of people now are seeking asylum, so that's they need to quick. So that's why they need to wait for more than a year sometimes, and usually they're not allowed to work. So that is a main issue. When they're waiting for the results, they need to get through at least 2 rounds of interview. And they're pretty hard to get the timeline because that's not guaranteeing when that's the situation of their case and how they could be handled. So I think that it would cause a huge burdens to the mental health because that they're facing, oh, what if that my case, fail? And if I could be deported back to Hong Kong if facing persecution. So I think if more promising schemes such as BNO visa policy, if they can open the gates to those younger people, it would definitely helpful.
All right, activist Simon Cheng, thank you so much for joining us here on the NewsHour.